puck one way or the other past that, and you'll see that in one of the clips as well. And in that case, your forwards are aware and your wing is ready to pick that puck up. So key to try to keep possession off of that play. So once you get into this quite a bit, making sure your forwards are aware of this is really important, because the last thing you want to see happen is goalie gets out, stops a puck, makes a great play. There's pressure on both D, and he or she tries to wrap it up the wall, and it just goes right to their team for a turnover. So really having your forwards expect that if they see 2 forecheckers, 1 on each D, and the goalie is forced to wrap it. So we'll get into the clips. There's kind of an assortment here, but this puck comes in. Really important if your goalie gets out to just be patient. We talked to our D about waiting, and we'll get to that in later clips, but right here, just, waiting to call it until that forechecker has been sucked in. So you see that this kid in black comes to this side of the net. So our D's yelling, same. She knows she wants it on the same side that puck came in on over here. So she's just presenting her stick. If she can be facing up ice, great. Obviously that play happens a little quicker, but now we're headed the other way, and that one pass beat one forechecker here. Similar here, play comes in, goalie comes out, and the more comfortable your goalie gets with it, the better. So just hangs on to this puck, sucks in 2 forecheckers. Even though our D aren't positioned up ice yet, they know to yell same. Let's just get it over to this corner, go grab it. And now again, 1 pass has beat 2 forecheckers on that. Another play here, and just want to point out, as we've gotten more comfortable with this, again, our goalie, Emma Soderberg, this is a play where she's coming out in overtime of the NCAA semifinal. So to go to the NCAA championship, she's so comfortable with this, she's going to get out and stop any puck she can. So we yell same on this play, works out just fine. Again, that play beats a forechecker. And you can also see, and this is where video is so valuable, where, forecheckers coming in on this post, we'd, more often than not rather see that go to the opposite side. So this D should be ready and calling it to go to that other side. But again, she's helping us break out. It's a great play. Back to Mike Smith here, stops the wrap coming in from this side and then just waits. And all he's doing here is just waiting to see where this forechecker goes. So can be a little bit of a heart attack for a coach if you're not trusting your goalie a ton yet, but the more comfortable they get, the more patient they'll be, and it really helps. So sucking this forechecker in, now he knows, and he's hearing from his D potentially in our system, same, send it right back where it came from, and now they're going the other way. Again, puck comes in. This is just an overplay, and you see there's not really much pressure, so it doesn't seem like a huge deal. Maddie Rooney here gets out of the net, stops it with one hand, just dishes it. But what that's allowed us to do is it's allowed our D to get over here, spread the ice. So she didn't have to come behind the net and allow pressure to come in. She spread the ice, she kicks it to our center, who's then going to kick it wide, and our goalie has helped us break that puck out, which is pretty exciting when you can count on your goalie to do that. So again, puck comes in from this side. So if this D is the one who wants it, she's going to yell same. And again, we always have our same side D be the one who's being vocal. So she would yell same if she wants it. She sees that 21 is a good option, so she's going to yell over, and Emma gives that puck. And again, in this case, might have been a good time to just leave it and have our D use the net to create a controlled breakout. However, no harm, no foul, make a good play. We just need a second pass here to beat these 2 forecheckers, and we do. So we had a 3-on-2, all 3 of these players, and we really just view our goalie as another player who can play the puck. Those 3 beat the 2, and now we're out of the zone on a nice play by our wing there with numbers going the other way. This is a forced dump on our PK, so awesome if your goalie can play the puck and help you clear on the kill. So 26 here doesn't have to go behind the net. She just fans out for this play, yells over, and now we have a full clear down the ice on our kill. Great help from our goalie. Another wrap puck. Here's where the patience comes in, right? Maddie Rooney stops this puck. This D's fanning out to be an option, sees that she's not one, so she's going to yell over. And you see our D on the over side is presenting her stick. gets a puck here to break it out to our forward group. Again, right here, here's where some patience and just hanging on to the puck is so important. So obviously we've made that point over and over, but your goalies don't necessarily need to be in a hurry. They're out there to stop that puck, and now they're just waiting for pressure to make the play. So Maddie gets her head up. She's waiting to hear from her D. This play could be an option, but the better one, because the forechecker came to this side, is to kick it over. And she just does a great job here of not only pulling that forechecker in, but then protecting the puck as she moves it to our right D there. So you see some patterns. Again, right here, puck comes in. Our goalie goes to stop it so that we don't have to chase it. Once 23 comes in on that post, we know we want the puck over. Our same side D should be yelling that for us. Now we're going the other way. Mike Smith again, similar idea. This is a bit of a slow roller, but he hangs in there, just waits until 92 here is forechecking on that side of the net, and now he knows he wants to throw it to an area on the other side of the net. Same thing here, very similar, quick clip, but stops the puck on his forehand side. Clearly great skater and really athletic to get out to a hard wrap like that. Gets his head up, and you see he's so good at getting to the puck quickly and then buying himself time to look up the ice. I don't even know that his D are talking to him because he seems to be able to make these reads himself. But as soon as this forechecker goes to that post, he knows he can throw it to the other side, and he's got a good option there. So just some great clips of goalies being willing to get out and play the puck. And big question I get in conversations about this with other coaches is how do we incorporate it? And I'd say the first most important thing is just to prioritize it. If it's something you want your goalies to do, you got to put it in your practice. So we'll talk about that a little bit, how to practice it. But if your goalie's really good at it, make sure they're getting reps to be even better. And if they're not, the reps are going to help them be more comfortable. And again, as you see in these clips, the D are so important. Their support, you have to have it in order for the goalie to not only have a play, but to be confident to make plays. So just kind of go through a couple ways we practice it. The first is getting your D together with your goalies and introducing it. First without pressure and then add pressure. I'd say we try to get to the pressure plays as much as possible, just because almost every situation your D and goalies are not only going to have to read the pressure, but be able to figure out the best option and communicate that to each other. So we try to get into pressure plays pretty quickly. If goalies need practice without pressure, that's a good thing for them to do on their own or with the goalie group or the goalie coach. The next thing we try to do is involve our goalies in just set breakout drills or simple drills that our team is using to work on the breakout. We'll try to add in the goalie just kind of randomly or as much as we possibly can. And it's one of those things where if you just try to keep it in mind and add it whenever you can, it can make a big difference over the course of a season. And then one, it's a little harder to implement. You'll see it in the clip, but if we can ever add an element where a goalie is playing the puck to a small area game that our team already knows, we try to be open-minded in doing that just to get the goalie comfortable playing the puck. Doesn't necessarily always make the game better. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it might slow it down a little bit, but it's great practice for them. So we'll show that. And then video is such a great teacher. And when you have successful plays in games, so important to show the group and help them be confident. So just in terms of practice, this is a D group with our goalie on a wrap puck, right? She's just getting out. There's no pressure here. These are just leave it reps. So our D are coming back, communicating, maybe one more pass as they come out of the zone. Let this run through again. But these plays, that D's yelling, leave it, trying to cut the net and hit her D partner on that play. Just repping that. Again, we wouldn't do this too much. We're going to add pressure pretty quickly as we work on whether it's leave it, same, or over the pass plays as well. One thing with leave it, and we had a clip of this in the game, sometimes there will be slow rollers. So I don't think the camera quite catches it here, but this is clearly a puck that our goalie initially wants to go out and stop, but looks like it's a slow roller. So she just hops back in. She's going to be yelling that. Our D know they've got to go make that play, and it's their puck to take. So those can happen in practice too, which are great reads for our D to see, okay, our goalie's not gonna be able to get out. I'll go make that play. Then as we add to it, same and over are really the plays we like to work on the most with our goalie and D. So again, wrapped puck, she's going back to get it. Her 2D are going to be options. And then we've got a forechecker on the puck. So this D does a great job to pivot there, be up ice with her toe caps presenting a stick. This is a good read for our goalies to have to make, whether the D is asking for it down ice if she's a righty there, or up ice if she's a lefty, and make sure she hits her on the tape so she can keep moving in stride. And again, just some more clips, just the same, but D going back, they're reading this play, trying to pivot and be up ice as much as possible. Our goalie's trying to hit them quickly. Ideally, they wouldn't have to get carried too far outside the dots, but that might happen as we rep these ones. Similar play here. It's a little confusing because the forechecker is in the same color as one of the D, but 2D going back, essentially as soon as she gets to that post, now we're going to kick it. And one thing, we talked to our D about when we're practicing this is just don't be in too much of a hurry to have her make a play. A lot of times, so again, this is a forechecker on this clip. If we yell too quickly, if we yell same and we push this puck back, this kid will just adjust and attack that player. So we really try to wait as long as possible until she's really at the post and then call for that puck. And sometimes our D are a little antsy on that play, but we try to have them be as patient as possible. Let it develop, hold. Okay, now once she picks a side, so gold in this case, once she picks a side, now we're going to kick it over. So I think you guys see that. It might be the last one here. Again, great clip here of our goalie habits. So she gets out, stops the puck. If she can get her eyes up ice and see what's going on, great. So she's going to listen to our D. They're really her best set of eyes, but if she herself can take a look as well, that's great. So she does that here. Again, the colors are a little off, but this gold is a forechecker, sees this D's not open, trying to hit our D right on the tape. That's really how we rep it to introduce it to our D early in the year, or new goalie, or even if they're all veterans coming back, just to remind them. And then, as mentioned, we really try to work it in as much as possible. So all this drill is just a set breakout drill. So these are our two forwards. This is a D. That D is gonna go back for a puck, work to break it out to this swinging center and wing on the wall. And then they go down ice, and there's other elements to this drill, but we try to work in the goalie as much as possible. So rather than just dumping in a puck and having the D go back for it, this is a great opportunity to wrap it, have the goalie stop it, come back in the net. She's not doing a whole lot here, and you can talk to your goalies about it. It's just the habit to hustle back in. Our goalie could do that here, but this isn't really, there's not much decision making. There's not a ton of, clearly there's no pressure, but just getting your goalie comfortable stopping the puck and your D comfortable picking it up from the goalie can incorporate that in really simple ways. So I think a lot of times just in conversations with coaches, it sounds like, how do I work it in? I have so much to do. And obviously there's a lot of different things we want to teach our team, especially at this time of year, but it can be that simple just to work it into a breakout drill like we do there. The last thing I mentioned too was just working it into small area games. So what we have here is just it's kind of an imaginary line here. This is just a 2-on-1 on each side of the ice. So these two golds are against this maroon defender trying to score. If she comes up with the puck, she's trying to hit one of these maroon players, and they're going 2-on-1 the other way. So what you'll notice is we recently just tried this game where if a goal is scored, which I think there's about to be one, so gold scores, we actually give it to gold's goalie, and she's got to make a play. So she can either use her gold defender, and then she can work it up ice, or she can make the play herself. So here uses an indirect to make this play to her defender, and then she gets the puck up ice to her offensive team, and they try to make a play at the net. So just going back, this is really, again, changes the game a little bit, but just forces our goalies to be really comfortable collecting this puck. I love this play.